In this episode, Lori waxes darkly poetic about how she's no one's type. Kim writes a letter to Terri on her 16th birthday, outlining all the ways she's a perfect teenager, including her solid physical shape. Then goes back to talking about how awesome next summer will be. In an unrelated, big fish, small fish, and podcast goals. Welcome to Generation Artax.
Are you ready for us? All right. Come on, Kim. I'm interviewing you. Everybody knows I am the star of this show. As we see.
I can hear every horn in New York.
Welcome to Generation Artax. I'm Terri. I'm the oldest, and I'm on hormone replacement therapy. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Nice.
I'm Kim. I'm the middle, and I have rolling chills from vanilla bean gelato that I just scarfed down. It was so good, and I'm cold.
I'm Lori. I'm the youngest.
You mean just say what the product does?
Oh, and I just crushed the rest of my Italian sub, and it was fantastic.
Oh,
Wow.
just
Very
now?
different from vanilla, whatever.
I had a
Gelato?
slice. I had one slice of an apple.
Lori, that's so gross. Nobody's watching, so they don't know.
Who cares?
Okay.
I didn't even put that together.
All right.
What's up?
Everybody's lip gloss on.
Yep, we're glossed up, glowed up.
Okay.
Interplanetary glow up. Our
What do we
last
talk about?
episode,
What
we talked about the aliens and how they're really just here to give us a glow up and then send us on our merry way. What else?
Look at you and your chills.
I know. I told you I have rolling chills. I wasn't kidding.
Rolling chills sounds like you're about to throw up everywhere.
No, it's not
like
fevery.
the
It's
flu.
literally direct from the gelato. All right. Well, we can jump in because you guys both have things to read, and
Yeah,
then
we
we've
do.
got an unrelated. We've got things to do.
All right. April 25th, 1996. So I am a junior. It's a little older.
High school?
Yep, in high school. Okay.
April
This is on the positive
2026.
note.
You're a junior in high school, which makes me a sophomore in college. And Terri is already out of college at this point.
I'm
Okay.
out. I'm living my adult life.
Yep. Pulp Fiction is not my favorite movie, and I can't quote every line in Wayne's World. Coolness in society is too difficult. I want to stay a removed girl, artsy and cynical, sarcastic and whiny. I don't know why anyone aspires to be
You
whiny.
win. I aspire
win.
to be whiny.
I want to be whiny.
Easy. An easy one to do.
Accomplished. Romantic and cheesy. I hate trying to appear ideal. I'm not ideal. In fact, I'm the farthest from ideal than any girl I know. I'm not what any guy really wants. As I told Gary, I have no idea who Gary is, last night. I don't ever remember even knowing a Gary.
Which, as I was saying to Gary,
As I was saying to Gary, I don't think, and this will sound conceited if you don't know or understand me, that I can find any guy who could love me like I love myself. I don't mean as much as I love myself. I mean the way I do. No one can truly love me, know me, unless they are patient, unless they want to. It's too difficult, and I don't blame any guy for not trying. I don't need them. I'd like them, but it's okay and understandable. So, and then at the end, I'm
Wait,
like,
can
I
we
need a
talk about
prom
that?
date.
But I do need I'm not that nonconformist. I do need a prom date.
Well,
I
okay,
want to be
so
cynical and separate and removed. Does anyone want to come with me to the prom?
right, but I know. So that feeling, though, I did feel that way as a girl at Oak Knoll and as a girl at BC. I just didn't feel like I was that kind of girl, right? And I always felt like
Conventional.
right, and you know, I didn't like to go to fish shows, and I was like,
So that
"Ugh,
is
I
not
like
mainstream.
fish."
Fish is not
That's
mainstream.
not mainstream, but I did go to a fish show. My God, I am so conventional in every way.
Or like Dave Matthews, or
I
I
did
just
that
felt like
too.
that's what a lot of kids in like my class were doing. Or I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
not that I wanted
You
him
know.
to die, but I didn't really care about Kurt Cobain, right? No, I just like wasn't into.
You
But
didn't
here's
care.
the thing: I was
You
into
did quote
pop.
Courtney Love, though.
I did
No.
the rules
you
of
know.
Courtney Love. What?
Wayne's
No.
World, the ultimate arbiter of coolness.
Right? Meanwhile, I feel like I could totally quote everything in Wayne's World.
I know.
I loved that movie. Yeah, but I just remember thinking I'm not what no teenage boy is going to like me. I'm not that I'm not giggly enough, or I'm not girly enough, or I am too dark, and I had a lot of dark thoughts, and I was very emotional, but I felt that way. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel accepted until a couple years ago. So,
It takes a minute to find your place.
Well, here's what
Right.
I
don't
will
know.
say. There is a very good argument for why you were so ahead of the evolution curve. I mean,
Yeah.
I just sent Kenzie a TikTok yesterday about how the real goal in life is to love yourself in every way, because that just makes you more open to any other experience in your life, more open to other people, experiences, thoughts. If you are in a place where you love who you are and you really truly love yourself. And that is such a it's a cliche thing to say, but really is like the be all end all. And you were there.
You
And
knew
you were
yourself then.
Yeah, you knew yourself, you loved yourself, and you knew you were critical of yourself, but you did know that, yeah, you would like to be with somebody, but it was optional, because who's going to compare? Who's going to
How
measure
old
up?
were you there?
She was a junior in high
16?
school. Yeah,
It's
she was
very,
16.
very evolved. Like no
That's what
one
I'm
was going to be
saying.
ready. No one was going to be ready, and you were right. And you also, as much as you had the teenage yearning for some
I
kind
did.
of, for love and being held in
Yes.
partnership, you kind of inherently knew, and you were correct, that most men, not then, probably most ever, would be able
Fall
to
short.
understand what that is. Everyone
Yeah.
else only knew that they liked what other people liked, and they only filtered themselves through the lens of what everyone else liked. Those people today are having a bit of a midlife crisis because they're realizing they never knew who they were. They only tried to like what other people liked. That's real. And
Yeah.
you didn't have that. Each side has its own suffering, but yours is the one
Right.
that I would
felt
want.
it was a very lonely feeling, though, because I was
Yeah.
like, not
For
a lot of
sure.
people get me. Right. I just didn't feel God. It took a
Gotten?
while. I'm like, gotten?
Gotten? You didn't feel gotten.
No, I get that. They didn't, but they couldn't have. And that's like where you're an old soul.
Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
did feel like my friends, I did feel like Anya and Aaron and Dave and Dan and Jim, like I did feel like they got me. I just didn't.
She just goes. I didn't feel like anyone got me. She just rattled off 9.
I'm like, except for
They
blah, blah.
got me.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and
But you were
I
never
know, and now I'm like,
mainstream.
I feel like I felt very accepted by Brian too. I think that was probably the next year, maybe, that I met him. But then again in college, and it was just again, I remember walking around BC being like, oh, none of these, I'm not any of
Right.
these guys type, and none of them are my type, and it just was like I don't even know necessarily what was my type, you know.
I
think that was part of it.
You were looking for a certain
were
vibe, a
beyond.
vibe type, and
Yeah.
that vibe type might not have. It's not really developed in males at that age.
And it's
Right,
Like,
like-
be honest, at
capacity.
that school, every
Yeah, it was
man every man was a business or finance major. They were into
Right.
sports. They were into the main thing. That was never going to be your guy.
Yeah,
But
they
you
would.
were right. You were like,
I was right.
They're not going to get it, and they're not there. And
Yeah,
you
it's
were
not
right.
like guys like that were all like, you know what I really want? Sarcasm.
Yeah.
You know what's really
That's
missing
That's
in
what
my
I'm
life?
looking for.
You know what I really want is a cynic, a true cynic.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
They just want someone who's going to smile and blow them.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much.
And
And Kim was ready for that job.
Stop it. Stop. No, I was like, I want to be so serious with whoever, not whoever, but I just found people who I wanted to be serious with.
I
and that was
wanted
it.
to be serious, though. I wanted a relationship. I didn't want to play the game and all that either. I just like, it was just never anybody at BC for sure. I'm like trying to think of who I dated after. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't have that kind of depth then.
Yes, but Kim, you did find someone at BC who did have the depth and developed as
you
a
had
person.
depth. Just because
I
you
had-
were
I
you
had-
were
No, you were-
dark.
No, but I'm saying, like, I'm just ragging on every guy at BC, being like, they're a bunch of losers. Like, they're just,
Right. No.
polo wearing losers. When really, like, you found the one who was
Yeah.
the best
Also,
fit
I
for
wouldn't say
you.
Joe was conventional with his
No.
long hair and his burns.
He was not
right.
conventional.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Like-
even my first boyfriend, like he also, there was nothing wrong with him either. It's just, he was a good person to date for those years too. So I guess I found the right.
You found the right one. But Lori knew herself. And
But
the
Terry was
trade-off is
Kim
it
was
can be
also a
lonely.
little easier to love.
Easier than who?
Me.
Oh, yes. Kim is easy to love. That's true.
Right.
But Lori, I wouldn't trade that, even though it's lonely. It's also lonely when you realize you don't know yourself. To me, that is the ultimate loneliness. You
Yeah.
were lonely because you knew yourself, and most people don't know themselves.
People don't even identify that. They don't know the source.
They don't
of
know
that,
what it is.
That discomfort inside. They don't know it's because they don't know themselves.
That's
Yeah.
right. They're a stranger to themselves. You're like, I know myself. Everyone else is a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I also at the time felt like I was like, I don't feel my age. I remember saying that to Mom.
Well, you were born 45.
I thought I felt like I was in my 30s. I was like, I feel like I'm in my 30s and I'm surrounded
idiot.
by people my age, which,
Idiot.
I was like, I just don't feel like I can connect with anyone yet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. And
But I actually still
unfortunate.
feel like I'm in my 30s. What?
No, totally. Most people, when they think about how they feel at their best, it's their 30s, 40s. Like that's where they feel. Like I still feel like I'm that age too. But
Well, I'm happiest now.
no,
And I love my
totally.
age. But I don't think of that as my age, right? So it's like, so even though I'm like, oh, this is the best I've been. This is the best I've been, like
And you're
in my life
47.
for sure. And I'm 47, but in my brain, when they say like, what age are you?
Yeah.
And I think I'm
35.
around there. I think I am 35. What are you?
Even though I wouldn't want to be 35 again.
No, I wouldn't want to be 35.
No, I want to be, I think, let's just say 35 is a stand-in for vital and alive, but a little smarter and a little deeper and have a little life on you. So we say we feel 35. How we feel now is ideally how we feel to the end.
Well, how do you feel? What age do you say?
I mean, I also felt like I was born like 30, born at 30, waiting to get through this thicket of awfulness that was adolescence. And I was like, I don't like anything. I thought I was like something wrong with me, or I was un-American or something. I didn't like pizza, roller coasters, scary movies. I didn't want to go on water slides. I didn't want to hang with other kids. I didn't want to get messy. I didn't want to go barefoot. I just wanted to be an adult in a 5-star hotel with nice shoes on. Like, that's it.
Totally fair.
But I'm just saying, it's like, I didn't feel like a great at being a kid. And I think that's good, because if you're really good at being a kid, that'd be hard to let go of, because it ultimately goes away. Whereas as you get older, like I'm really good at being older, and I am the happiest I've ever been.
Right. Kim, how old are you?
I don't know. So, I'm 50 this year in November, and I feel the same level of youthfulness as like 33, 26 even. I don't know, but I felt like I was good at all those stages. I feel like I've been good at most of my stages.
You also knew yourself.
Yeah, I've
You
been
knew what you
comfortable
wanted.
at most stages.
No, I feel like Kim is still the joy of her 6th grade self, just with wisdom and knowledge. But she
That's
had the
right.
wisdom and knowledge back then too. But I would,
It wasn't as evolved. Kim has
Well,
become more
obviously.
palatable with age.
Yeah.
Kim was too
Mike-
happy. I
Mike-
didn't understand it.
Yeah, Mike Fasano could handle me now, but he is annoyed by my journal entries from before.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's not that I don't want to change and evolve, because I do, but I am not trying to get to another place inside of me. Yeah, of course, we all have things to work out, but like, I feel pretty great. Like, I would never say, oh, I'm not someone who's going to say to somebody in their 30s, oh, you better enjoy it because it just gets worse. No.
Yes.
I think
Ugh,
it's
I hate when
better.
people say that.
No, I just want to coast and expand.
That's it.
Expand. Okay.
I would like to soar personally.
Oh, okay, fine.
Not
Kim's
be
expanding.
Soar. Not be
Sorry.
soar, but soar. I would like to
expanding.
soar. It's like whoosh. Like, I just want to feel like I'm not exerting as much effort to go really far.
Well, that is how I feel when I run. Like I was saying to you guys, I was saying how I don't run often, but when I do run, because I more walk and do the other stuff, the weights and stuff. But when I ran the other day, I can get into such a flow state where I don't know I'm running.
I feel that way
like
about running.
No.
I feel like I'm flying. I have no awareness of my feet moving, and I feel like I am soaring. I can soar, and that's
You should run more.
You should run more. I
I
mean,
think so
it's
too.
for you.
My body likes
Yeah.
I
it.
think you should. You love doing
And your
it.
brain. Your brain and your body
My
seem to
brain
love
likes it. It feels so nice and buzzy all day.
Yeah, don't listen
when
to
I
it.
run, I want to get credit for it. But while I'm running, I'm going, when can I stop? When can I stop? When can I stop? Like
No.
you have a potential for real flow state. You've said this about shoveling, running, meditating.
Yeah.
You get into a flow state it's a real gift to be able to access that.
Yeah.
I feel like you should tap into all the things that bring that and spend as much fucking time in that zone as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
agree. You should do that.
Okay, fine.
And you
like,
really
even though
liked
they
your butt
say-
when you ran a lot.
You liked your butt.
My
when you
butt?
ran.
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember ever focusing on my butt. I never pay attention to my butt.
You weren't, that wasn't a goal, but I remember you telling us when you got really into running that one summer.
Yeah.
I remember you telling us how you commented to Joe, like, oh, my butt's like higher.
No, he would notice my butt. I don't never notice my butt. I know what my arms look like and what my abs look like when I ran constantly back then. He definitely, I might have told you what he said about my butt because he likes butts over boobs. Like what?
He cannot lie.
No, you know how like every guy, if they have a preference of butts or boobs,
Yeah.
you had to choose. He's a boob guy. He's a butt guy.
Are you sure? Wait, seriously? I never knew this about Joe.
No, he doesn't have a thing about that.
Right. If you had to choose between.
If you had
Why
to
are
choose.
those the 2 points? Like, why is it always like boobs or butt like that? We're reduced to 2 body parts. Why isn't it like, I love a nice chin?
I don't know. You might like that too. I like
And
a good
you can't
jawline.
say I like a face because that's like the cop out.
Right.
Right. Because everybody likes
Or
face.
they say I like eyes. It's like anything there's a pair of. Eyes, boobs, cheeks. I guess that's
Right.
it.
Elbows.
I like
Yeah,
a nice
I don't
pair
know.
of hands.
Anyway,
Listen, God.
I definitely have never thought much about my butt. So I think that might have been him. I might have been repeating. But
I just
yeah.
think you should do it.
No, you're right. I should run more.
You should do it more. As I was saying to Gary.
Oh my God.
I love how there's no context. You never mentioned it.
Zero.
From now on, it's I was saying to Gary.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh
you
my
ready?
God. I really want to say it all the time.
This
I just
letter-
asked Gordy because I was like, are you a boob or a puck? I hope you're not a boob guy because I'm not going to help you there. He read it. He hasn't replied.
Don't
Gotta
you
think
think
on
he
that.
knows what
He's
he's getting
thinking.
involved with? First of all, you
Oh,
have
he's
a
writing.
great butt. People always have commented on your butt.
Yeah. It could be better. I need to work on it. I need to like
Everything can be
Work
better.
on
Well,
it.
no, I mean like I
She's in
need to
CrossFit. She deadlifts 250 pounds. Stop.
no, but like real, like if you really want that like firm butt, you have to really work on it.
Isn't
You
it
can't just
genetic?
have like actively, you know, with heavy weight, those hip thrusters,
Yeah.
you know, where you have the whole bar on you, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like do those. You have to
Hate
really do butt work if you want it to be one of those like plump round ones.
Can you really change the shape of your butt though? Because
100%.
the butt.
Oh my
Well, of
God,
course you
no.
can.
Like I have a friend who always says her butt is flat. She says I have no butt, and I was like, okay, I don't know if things are built in that way, and
They
don't
call it a
change.
yoga butt. A lot of times people do yoga, they get a flat butt because they're elongating the muscles, right?
You can't change your muscles like that. You're not
What are you talking
elongating.
about?
That is such a.
Have you ever seen a bodybuilder?
You
Before and
can do
after?
that, but when people say, "Well, I'm doing
That's
Pilates,"
what you're doing. Any
when I'm
shape
doing Pilates,
change
I'm
is
gonna
muscle.
lengthen my muscles. You're not gonna get taller from doing Pilates.
Not taller.
Not taller.
It's the shape of your muscle. 100% you can change it. There are a lot of before and afters. It's a muscle. That's like saying I can't make my bicep bigger. You know you can. You know what I mean? You know what it
Yeah, but if someone's shaped in a certain way, they're
No.
probably gonna have.
and
that
the
shape.
glutes is a huge muscle. That's where you can actually see a major difference if you worked on it because it's a big muscle. So if you made it really, really strong, it would lift and
Really?
be very round.
Oh,
And I need
tell
to
her.
do that because it's like I
Okay.
like having a big butt.
Does your
but it's
left
gone.
butt cheek sag like your left boob does?
No, they're my butts are my butts.
My
All my
butts?
butts.
Oh wow, you've always had a
pretty
butt.
good.
You've always had a good butt.
I did always have a butt, but it's like a little flatter. And good news, Gordy said butt, so
Oh,
that was
good.
the right answer.
Well, it's the correct
Good.
answer.
You're
He
all
took
worried.
one look at your boobs. He's like, "That's not.
That wasn't
That's
going
not
to
the
be.
thing. No.
Yeah. It was never going to be the thing.
Okay.
Hey, it's Terri from Generation Artax. And listen, I love a good story. Who doesn't? If you didn't, you wouldn't bother with books, TV, movies, or even podcasts. We love listening to stories, but there's also something really powerful about writing your own. You may see yourself as a reader or a listener, and maybe you wouldn't dare call yourself a writer. But here's the truth. If you can read, you can write. If there's something you would love to write, share, or get out there, there is no better or safer place to do it than this little program I run called the New Rules Studio, or Studio for short. It's a live, virtual, real-time writing space led by certified instructors where you get to explore your own ideas, your own creativity, memories, stories without judgment or criticism. Since you're a listener of this podcast, I would like to invite you to come write with me for free. You can get the invite at territrespicio.com/write with me. That's territrespicio.com/write with me.
La 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 la.
I have a letter from Kim. It's on my birthday.
You want applause?
No.
You want a date?
She wrote it to me October 9th is my birthday, 1989.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
I was in
okay.
8th grade and you were a junior in high
in
school.
high school.
You're
Okay.
turning what?
I was
She's
a junior in high
turning
school, turning 16.
Oh, sweet 16.
And I was
Entry.
13.
Yep. Tear. It's actually the Saturday before your birthday. It's 1:10 a.m. I can't believe your birthday is here again.
Wow. Can't
Every
believe it.
Year? Again?
Only
my
this
God,
time,
it's
it is
relentless.
a milestone. Your sweet 16. I always used to think that was so old, almost an adult. But I know it can't be that old. I can easily relate to you. You're one of my best friends in the whole world.
Oh.
The summer of 89 was definitely one I won't forget.
Trespicio
Look out.
girls. Out
Trespicio
on the
girls are
scene.
coming through. I remember every day vividly. Do you?
I bet
Every
she does.
day.
Well, she documents
Me,
every day.
you,
So.
and Beth had a hay of a time. I don't know what that means.
Hell of a time?
No. It
No.
says hey. I don't know what that means. I can't remember one bad day. Without you, I know Beth
my
and I
God.
wouldn't have had so much fun. When people ask, totally unknowing, how did your summer go? I simply say, awesome. But no,
Anyway, back to your birthday.
but no one can really understand what I mean. No one could imagine what's behind that awesome. Ter, you're a great role model for me and Lori. I see you as the perfect teenager. And then she follows with a list of bullet points.
Nice. I love a list.
1, pretty, because we know that's the most important thing
Yeah,
about you.
that's number one.
Number
Most
one.
importantly.
Number 1. Smart, not as important, but on the list.
Runner up.
Doesn't drink, doesn't take drugs, doesn't smoke, understanding, loving, in good physical shape. Wow.
Very important.
This is the presidential
Not a
award.
fatty.
What is it?
Great.
Presidential exam. The
Nice.
test of fitness. Kim is tested, has lots of friends, is loved more than anything by her family. Keep up the good work. And then sis, sis, I want to cry. Cherish just came on. Cherish by Madonna, one of our favorites.
Cherish.
Next summer will even top this one. The pool will be fun. North Carolina will be awesome. Isn't it my birthday? Why are we talking about this?
We're not talking about anything. Yeah.
October. Did I mention that my summer was the most awesome?
And next
My summer
summer,
was
next
amazing,
summer is
and
going to
next
be
summer's
even
gonna be
more
amazing.
awesome.
Happy
So,
birthday, by the way. Anyway.
I guess because we had different lives in the school year. We were not
Yeah.
in the same school, so we were not sharing a lot there. So I guess I'll end here. Just never forget that I'm always here for you.
Aw.
Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase. This is how it's
As long
written.
as you keep your good physique up.
Keep
Yeah.
your physique and make sure you don't lose those looks. Just
Don't
never
smoke.
forget that I'm always here for ya. Ready to
Aw.
listen to letters, essays, papers, stories of high school parties, proms, and guys. Happy B-Day, and I love you, Kim. P.S. It's a lot in a P.S. Even though we're not together that much during the year, summer and lonely Sunday nights should make up for it. Happy Sweet 16.
What? Summer and lonely Sunday nights? did you spend?
Because when Terri doesn't have other plans, she'll be
Up
around the
alone.
house and she'll hang out with me.
She'll be lonely. She'll be home. I can hang out with. I get no time during the week. I get no FaceTime during the week.
Because she's in
So,
high school and I'm in 8th grade.
Kim's like, happy birthday in October. We'll see you next summer.
Or perhaps if you have a lonely Sunday here
Or
or there.
on a lonely Sunday night. Maybe I'll catch you there.
But by the way, wasn't summer so fun? It was awesome.
My
Terri
summer was
on her
amazing.
Sweet
Happy
16.
birthday.
That's what it says. Terri on her
Nope.
Sweet 16. Very
Aw.
sweet,
Got it.
Kim. Very nice letter. Thank you.
Is
I
it?
appreciate it.
Yeah.
bullet
What did you
point?
do on your how did you celebrate your 16th
My
birthday?
Sweet 16, I did not want to do anything like, I wasn't going to do like a ball, you know? So what we did was I had friends over and mom's like, why don't we just do a thing where we just order a ton of Chinese food and have all your friends over? And that's what we did. We had all
I
people
remember
that
it.
I
We
was
have a video
not,
of it.
people I was not super close to came. So it was like a big party. You know what I mean?
Boys
like
and girls?
it was all girls.
Oh.
Because it was Oaknall. It was just Oaknall girls. Like when we had birthday parties, like we just went to each other's house, right? You know,
Right.
but people who came from like far flung towns, because people came from all over to go to our high school. So
Right.
it was like, I just remember girls there who were not my closest friends. And that's how you know it's a real party, because there's people that you don't really know.
Right.
But there's pictures of us. We have videos of people.
We have videos of that.
We have videos of that. And it was incredibly boring, but it was fun for us. Like when you watch the videos, you're like, cool. It was people just
boring
kind
to
of sitting
watch.
around. Well, we were videoing it. You know what I mean? Like not everyone was videoing their birthday parties then. Like we were sort of ahead of the curve, like capturing footage of a party. We did.
Yeah.
That was part of the fun.
I have my Sweet 16 on video and a lot of pictures from it. But Beth and I had a combined birthday because she had the same birthday as you.
That's
and
right.
then mine was the next month. So
That's right.
our Sweet 16, we had a huge boy-girl party at our house. And there were a ton of random guys from Seton Hall. Like,
Wow.
because it was Justin and all his friends. But then like others came, like Billy Oakes and like a bunch of others. And
Were
and
parents
then-
home?
yes. And mom had a bunch of friends over. So they were in the kitchen and we were all down in the den or
Was there
whatever.
booze?
And then
No.
people brought some, I think, but I didn't drink any. And people, I think, brought some and like drank it outside.
Secretly.
I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Secretly. And then there was a cake. So we all kind of like came up to the kitchen and I had video of us, everybody singing happy birthday. And I know Jessie, our friend from high school, she had like whipped cream in her hair. Like weird things were going on.
Yes.
Like one of the guys had put whipped cream in her hair. Like because in the video she's like trying to get it out. Like
Weird.
shenanigans happened at that
Shenanigans,
party.
yes.
Lots
But
of
there wa-
shenanigans.
For me, my stuff was always all girls. Like I didn't know any guys. Like you guys both had way more guy friends. Also because I didn't have boyfriends, you know, that were.
But I like invested in that. Like, yeah, we went to an all-girl school, but after school, like a lot of days of the week, I was going to basketball games, football games, like at guy schools all the time.
Yeah.
Even in younger ages, I went to so many basketball games and then senior year, I was dating Adam and he went to a co-ed school and he played football. I went to all of his football games. I was at
I didn't do any of that.
I didn't really. Yeah, I would go. I always felt like a tourist at those places. I was like, am I supposed to be here at this game?
Yeah, I
You
didn't
know,
care
it
about the
wasn't a
game.
thing. I
Oh my
didn't
God, I
really.
would be like crisscrossing the bleachers, like talking to everybody and
Of
blah,
course.
blah, blah.
It's
And
Not
it's like,
surprising.
It's not
at all.
surprising at all. But I also was like, what am I doing here? Where do I look? What do I do? Like it wasn't really. But I still wanted to look at people. I wanted to see and be seen. But I also was like, I don't know who anyone is, and everyone seems to be popular and knows each other, and I don't. That's what I felt like.
I didn't do a celebration. There were so many Sweet 16s.
So many.
Semi-formal, like
Mhm.
yeah,
so
people
many?
did them like bat mitzvahs almost.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were so
I
many
went to
that
a lot of those.
I
Yeah.
just didn't want any of it. It was like I think on my 16th birthday, we were just at Darcy's house, and there were a couple other people there, but like we weren't like celebrating my birthday, and I didn't care. I remember just being like, whatever. Like it wasn't monumental in any way.
That's
But-
so Kenzie. Yeah.
What
It's
did she
so
do?
Kenzie. It's so true.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is what I'm saying. I gave birth to Lori in Kenzie form. And
So
it's just
true.
weird because I'm like, wait, you don't want to have a party with it? She's like, no, I just don't. I'm
She
like,
really
"Oh."
didn't.
Yeah,
she
no,
did.
I know.
Yep.
Well, she actually did have a party for Sweet 16, but I mean, for her graduation, she's like, no, just don't want to. I'm like, ugh. It's like hard for me to understand.
Guys were just people that I knew kind of, and I would hook up with them at parties, like with that guy who stood outside the dance. You just had people you made out with, but I didn't have any meaningful relationships with men at all.
Oh.
Except then when I was friends with Froy and all those guys, those became friends. But that happened later, Yeah. Because I had friends who were guys' girls. I wasn't really like a guy's girl,
Yeah. My social life was like as if I went to a public school.
Yes, that's wild.
Yeah, that
It's
is
wild to me. Yeah.
Yep.
We know you've heard Generation Artax, but are you subscribed? Hit the follow button wherever you listen to podcasts. That's one less thing to worry about and one more thing to look forward to. We'd love to keep this show going, and you can help. Please rate and review. Thanks.
La 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 la.
And now it's time for a segment we call Unrelated, where one of us asks the others a question that is completely unrelated to everything we already talked about.
Nice.
Up for discussion, my question is, what's better, being a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond? And what are your experiences to back up that thought?
Isn't it a given, though, that people don't want to be the big fish in the pond? I guess not.
No, I would think it's more of a given that you don't want to be a small fish.
But not everybody wants to be acknowledged all the time or be...
Doesn't the ego want to be seen? Doesn't the ego want to be the big fish?
Right. That's why.
No. Small fish, because then you're inspired by the big fish. Some people like to be in a room. It's like, do you want to be the smartest person in the room, or do you want to be in a room with people smarter than you?
Okay, well, here's the other question.
You don't want to be the smartest in the room.
Which appeals to you?
Yeah,
where are you right now?
Okay. Well, I would say that's such extremes there. I enjoyed being a big fish in a small pond when it came to like musical theater in high school and camp, right? I did not enjoy being like nobody compared to all the talent outside of those places, right? But that doesn't mean, but in a different atmosphere, I don't want to be in a room full of stupid people and I'm the only smart person.
Right.
That doesn't sound fun at all. Right. But do I want to be the stupidest person in the room?
I don't know what you think stupid. You can be super smart and be,
There could be a lot of small fish.
What do you feel like you are now, though, Laura? Because you've been in your industry now for 20 years. You're now, it's, changing jobs and stuff. People. I mean, is that big fish?
I feel like a bigger fish.
You're a much bigger fish.
I'm a big fish for, because I'm not one of many. We all have our own, and that's the good thing about smaller companies is that I'm the only one who does exactly what I do, right? So there's not like a whole bunch of people. Large companies, a bunch of people all need to do that thing, right? Yeah. I'm the only one. So in that regard, I'm a big fish, but really we're all the same size fish.
Yeah. Right. Just playing different
I really
parts.
love that. I would say equal size fish across the board is super fun, but maybe a little smaller because there are so many people to learn from. Mm-hmm. So I love that. I love that I bring some expertise where I'm a big fish, but then I love like where I'm learning stuff I didn't know anything about, where I would think of myself as small. But I don't like posting singing videos or anything on TikTok because there's just so many people who are so insanely talented that I'm just like, but I feel great when Dig and Jane is performing, at a small bar, then I'm a big fish and I love that. But then, but you go online and you're like, whatever, I'm like nothing compared to like just
Is it a given that you'll feel that you are more valuable if you're the bigger fish? Because can you feel valuable and be the small fish? That's the challenge. Because
you often say,
Lori, in your situation at work, it's not even who's the big and who's the small. It's more like you like being one of the only breed. Every fish is a different fish. You've got a swordfish, you've got a bass fish, a trout. Everyone in your pool does something, right? And you like being the only one of that breed.
That's I like bringing value, 100%. Yeah. I really like that. I do.
Some people want to be part of a whole group and be like everyone else too. Go ahead, Kim.
Terri, you shift back and forth a lot. You're the biggest fish in a lot of rooms by far when you give talks and and people are very much like, starstruck by you. Mm-hmm. And then there are so many times where you say all the time, I got invited to this group and blah, blah, of higher-minded people.
And she's like a guppy surrounded by whales, by blue whales.
Always. I actually feel like I feel sort of a little that I'm going back and forth between worlds where I don't get it. Because in one world, people look at me and they're like, oh my God, where I'm like, no, 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 no. And I always feel like in one world, if I feel like a big fish, okay, so I won an award at this thing recently, right? Like who knows? It was a new group that I'm part of, and they gave me Storyteller of the Year, which was like a really nice award. I don't know what I do to deserve it, but that's a big part of my life. And I felt very nice being recognized for that. I didn't know anyone in this room. So I was like whose fish is that moment? Like, these people were all from Jersey City. They all have businesses in Jersey City. I came in from Manhattan. I don't know anyone. One woman came up to me in that room and she goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. I've been following you for years. And when I saw you were coming today, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, I could not. And I'm like, what's your name? And I didn't know her. And she goes, no, you would know me, but I'm a really big fan. I was like, I don't understand. This makes no sense in my brain. Like, I don't have a huge footprint. It's not like, well, I am famous. I'm not. So then I feel like, wow, I'm a big fish, and people are looking at me as if I'm someone. And I feel like in my mind, I need to be like, no, guys, you have it wrong. I'm really not a big deal, because most days a week I swim over in this pond. And now now I'm the smallest fish in a pond of major whales who are like way more important. They have bigger reach. They make a ton more money. And I'm always like, oh, I'm in their world now. And I get to look good day to day. I switch day to day. So I get the benefit of both. And in that world, I'm trying to prove that I am someone, where when I'm the big fish, I'm trying to say, no, come on. Like, it's a little bit embarrassing, I think, when someone makes a fuss out of you. It feels a little bit like, like I feel a little embarrassed because, oh my God, please don't make a fuss, because this is crazy. I'm not famous. But I get to have that experience from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still get to go to Starbucks and no one bothers me. So I think that's the best of both worlds.
Yes. I feel like I am just swimming in my own pond. I'm not a big fish or a little fish.
You're a big fish. And people always know who you are. They all know you. Your reputation precedes you.
Because I go to Starbucks every day, and because they know me.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen to most people, is what I'm saying. You're a regular fish, right? But you make big waves around you. People are aware of you. You're not outsized ego, nor is Lori, right? Like, neither am I. But we have all had the very great privilege of having opportunities where we get to be recognized in things. And I think we have the luxury of being able to say, what do we like better?
I mean, you guys have weird, you've dipped your toes in weird, like,
Lori's been famous. Let's not forget, Lori's been famous.
Yeah. And I haven't dipped my toe in anything like that. So
yeah, but you're about to be with this podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
You're about to blow up, and you're going to be hanging out with Conan O'Brien. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Oh, he's going to love us.
He is going to love us.
We just have to keep posting all the way through, the alien.
Oh, that's what's going to happen. We had a psychic tell us, or tell Lori, I forget who, saying that, oh, things are going to go crazy, and you're going to be like, why are we still doing this thing when the world is changing? She's like, keep doing it. So we have to keep posting and keep doing episodes straight through the alien disclosure.
We've been told from a prominent tarot card reader that we're just going to keep
She's
going.
a life transformation coach. I like that a lot better than psychic and tarot card reader.
Well, she has a real skill. It's not, she's
actually magic. We've talked about
She's a magic.
I forgot I forgot who was the source of that.
Well, I think we're lucky. I don't know. I think being the biggest fish is hard because there's nowhere to go, nowhere to grow. And I always want to feel like
people want to take you down.
Up level. Yes, then you're a target.
Yeah, people don't like big fish.
People don't like big fish.
I think there are a lot of people who want to be who like to be the biggest fish.
I think I'd like to just swim with the best of them.
Okay,
I want to swim with the greats. I want to get a nod from the people that I think are cool. That's what I want. I want the nod. That's all.
From the people I think are cool. Yeah.
We just wait until someone goes, when Amy asks someone, well, who are you listening to? What's making you laugh lately?
What's making you laugh? I'm waiting. I can imagine. I felt it. I felt it the other day. If anyone is
listening and they go on the Amy Poehler podcast,
please mention us.
And they say, what are you listening to right now? Yeah.
Wait, Laura, you felt that? What do you mean?
I imagined it because she was asking Steve Carell, what are you listening to?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could imagine someone saying, so there's this random thing I found, these three girls, it like came on automatically after I was listening to something else. And I just let it play. And there's these three sisters, and they just read old journal entries and talk about whatever. But I just found myself listening to the whole thing. You should check it out. And I can and then I imagine Amy Poehler being like, oh, wait, what's it called? And her looking it up on her computer.
And be like, you know what I mean? Gen X women, and they all went to Boston College.
Yeah.
Amy Poehler went to
Right.
BP. She was like a year ahead of me.
Right.
So I just feel like,
and she would know Artax. She'd be like, oh, from Neverending Story.
yeah, of course she would. So
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be that. And I will say this, since we're going to get meta and talk about the podcast where we're doing it. Okay. Because we don't, here's the thing. I think people have asked, no, we don't write anything. Yes, we know that
Has
there's
anyone
something-
asked you that?
People have said like, oh, how do you prepare
No one
for
asked me
the
that.
show? Oh, you know, a lot of my friends have podcasts, but I will say it is arrogant to think, and there's a lot of people who have some bullshit podcasts where we're not going to, I don't plan. We just kind of wing it, blah, 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 blah. You can only do that when there's something holding it together, right? No one wants to just hear people shoot the shit, but let's just say we've been training for this all of our lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what we're really good at. And so, no, we don't have to prep for like, what will we talk about? And that is why it feels like magic to me, because it just sort of flows.
Agreed.
And I will stand by this. And you tell me in the reviews, people, if you don't agree, I think it is highly listenable and engaging. Even if you don't know us, even if you're not Gen X, you might go, well, because people talk back. They go, I have thoughts about that. I have an opinion about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Stacey and Kim have both said it. They always talk back while they're driving the car listening to us. They talk to us.
I
know,
want to
why-
hear from them.
I know. Why did Katie stop sending polos? I really
No,
am
I'm
sad
saying
about
we should
that.
be giving out our email.
I guess we should. Well, we were telling people to comment. Well, it's generationartax at gmail.com. It's pretty easy. We don't ultimately have a goal. We don't have a goal. We're just enjoying it. Right.
But we do.
No.
We're not aimless, though. Some people
We're not
say
aimless.
we should do a podcast about it because we're like really funny. I think there is something that's driving this behind. And it's that we've said it, and I'm going to say it again, which is, yes, of course, this generation, our generation, is
Right.
this crossover generation. We're the only people who grew up analog totally and who became digitally, will never be digital natives. There is a real pull right now toward nostalgia and warmth and all things familiar. Not anyone who's a podcast who was born when we were born that's the goal. The goal is to kind of hark back a little bit to that, and not just, remember the good old days, everything's shit now. We don't talk like that. It's more like, I want to feel as stitched to and close to our past and where we are from and how we grew up, as we are excited about the future. Like, this is an optimistic thing. There's plenty of podcasts will shit on where we are and where we're going, and we are inherently optimistic.
Yeah, I just meant that, like, in a year from now, we wouldn't be like, oh, we didn't accomplish this.
Oh,
so, like,
no.
what's the point?
No.
Well,
Oh my
also,
God, no.
We're on Marco Polo every day. We talk every day anyway. So we're doing this every day anyway. We might as well be.
We were
recording
already
sometime.
doing it. Yes. And because we know other people have opinions about it, and we would love to hear your opinions.
We would like to hear your opinion.
We would love it. When I tell people I have a podcast with my sisters, we read our high school journals on the air. I've had people just fully gasp and be like, oh my God, I would never. That'd be so embarrassing. I was like, even now, when you're 40, 50 years old, you're still embarrassed?
I always say middle school. Do you always say high school? I'm always like our middle school journals.
That's funny. I say both.
Yeah.
Surprising. It links into all of the stories, the lore of our lives, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lore. Everyone has lore. My hope is that someone goes and talks to their family about stuff and remember this, remember that. That's all you have. For all we know, time is moving in one direction. I know lots of time loops are happening and whatever, but all we know is where we were and where we're going. And that matters. Like, I will say, as of right now, global ranking, we're top 10%. Our listener score is 30, and we're cooking. So thank you.
Take it.
Thank you to everyone who's listening still. And please download, like, rate, review, do any of those things, do all of those things. And you can always reach out to us also.
Yep.
At generationartax@gmail.com. Okay, that's cool.
Great.
That's enough.
I mean, I was just saying to Gary, we should really, get to
We should really promote ourselves more. Can't wait till Amy Poehler mentions us.
Okay, cool. Bye.
That's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
This episode of Generation Artax was produced by us, edited by us, and hosted by us. Our theme music is by Danielle Musto. Art and design by Ryan Andrews of ryanmade.com. Please follow, rate, and review to help save more Gen Xers from the swamps of sadness. Follow us on Instagram at Generation Artax. That's ARTAX. And visit us at generationartax.com.